Death.
Peak.
Death.
No.
We rehearsed this 20 times. Guys. Yeah, right. No, I'm kidding.
Death.
I thought we were all doing our own thing, man.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another channel. Wow. Today we're back with Death Note, episode 17.
Confusion note.
Lights now back in the gray. Remember the guys. It's Kobi. It's Nile. Ryan Cole. Tash.
Roll the clip.
3 years out, buddy.
I have to do that for an anniversary.
Yeah, we do
something.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Man.
We'll be back out.
Hey, maybe. Let's see. Without further ado, man, we're watching Death Note with you. Let's do it.
6 snare.
You will continue to kill criminals whose names are broadcast. Outside of that, you're free to use the Death Note however you wish. That's the only condition. If everything happens as Light Yagami planned, this should help save Misa.
Who is grinning like this?
Mr.
Someone in your
Yagami,
position.
50 days in prison.
There's no reason for you to
5-0.
keep doing this to yourself.
It's been over a month since Kira started killing criminals again.
Wow, the chief can be pretty stubborn.
Light, how are you feeling right now?
I'm okay. Ryuzaki, I know that in the time I've been in prison, no new criminals have died. However, that suggests to me that Kira must be someone who's intimately familiar with my situation. And if
No,
that's
Light.
case...
The reason criminals have stopped dying is because you are Kira.
No, I'm not Kira.
I don't care if he is a suspect. Light still has a right to know that criminals are being killed again.
Amani? Yes? Are you okay? You seem tired.
Is that supposed
But she's been in a chair this whole time?
you expecting me to look after being tied up and questioned for this many days?
I'm not sure how much more of this the three of them can take.
Ryuzaki, you have no reason to keep Light locked up anymore. Criminals are still being killed, even though Misa and Light haven't had access to any of that information. We know that much already, so what are you waiting for?
Not true. All we really know at this point is that Amani harbors an unnaturally strong devotion for Light Yagami.
Okay, fine, but you do know that Kira killed Lind L. Taylor and those FBI agents, right? As Light said, if Kira could kill while under surveillance and without access to information, there would have been no need.
If he was able to kill under these circumstances, then he wouldn't have been concerned about those FBI agents in the first place.
It's already been 50 days. There's no point to this anymore.
Mr. Yagami,
Yes, what is it?
would you be willing to come to headquarters just once? I'd like to discuss my thoughts with you, but it must be done in person. However, above all else, I need to talk to you as Light's father.
What does Mrs. Yagami think about all this?
What did he say to
All this time I never pictured you as an old man, Mr. Stalker.
I am not your stalker.
You told me I was being arrested for being the second Kira. You mean that was for real? No, you're a stalker. There's no way the police would blindfold me and tie me up all fetishy like that.
Please, just keep quiet.
Oh,
Misa!
I missed you so much, Light!
Dad, tell me, what's all this about?
He's your dad? Oh my god, I totally called your dad a stalker and said he was old and all kinds of other rude stuff.
Let's go. Get in the car.
I was starting to think I'd never get out of there, but it feels good to finally be cleared.
No. I am afraid you two are being taken to your execution.
Execution?
This is a
What
joke.
the hell are you
Just tell
talking
us what
about?
he's doing.
El is convinced that you are Kira, Light, and that Misa Amane is the second Kira. He is convinced that the only way we can prevent the murders is to execute the two of you. El was trying to get a confession out of you, Light. He would have said anything. But at this point, that's not the problem. It's political now. UCL's suggestion that the killings would stop if you two were eliminated was unanimously accepted by top officials in the UN and the Japanese government.
It's all a
They
trick.
want Kira to disappear. No trial, no publicity.
But that's completely insane!
Over the years, he's tackled the most difficult cases, solving all of them. He's never been wrong.
You trust El? More than you trust me, your own son? What could he be thinking? I know that given the material evidence, this might seem like the only logical solution. But he's making a mistake. How could El come to this conclusion? The El I know would rely on hard evidence. He has to have the truth. Is he really planning to end it like this? did you bring us out to the middle of nowhere? What is this?
Wait a sec. I bet he brought us out here to let us go.
I decided it would be better for us if I brought you here instead of the execution site. I'm going to kill you here and then kill myself.
What? What are you talking about, Dad? You can't! That's crazy!
Say that! You'd kill your only son for Elle?
I am bound by my responsibilities as a parent and as chief of the NPA.
Dad, come on! She's right! Think about it. If we die here, the truth will never be revealed.
At least with this, I'll be the one to do it.
Please stop, Dad! I'm not Kira! If I die here, Kira wins! Can't you see?
Amane, I'm going to die here with my son, but I have no reason to kill you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Light, my son. From one murderer to another, I'll see you in hell.
No, Dad!
No! Stop it!
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness? What's going on? I don't understand.
Please forgive me, you two. I only agreed to do this because I believe in your innocence, Light. Were you watching, Ryuzaki? I did exactly as you said, and as you can see, I'm still alive.
If Amane were the second Kira, who only needs to see a person's face to kill them, there is no doubt she would have killed you before you had the chance to fire your weapon. With Light in particular, I cannot rule out the possibility that he may have seen through our act at some point. However, as we agreed, I will end their confinement immediately.
Hey, no fair! You still suspect me?
If I were you, I wouldn't complain. You get to go back to your normal life.
Since I'm not the second Kira, it'll be kind of like having my very own private bodyguards.
As for your part in this agreement, Light, you and I will be together 24/7.
We're gonna be best friends.
Crazy.
Oh, boy.
Fine by me.
Yes, I look forward to working with you.
Believe it.
The 4D chess.
Are you sure this is necessary, Ryuzaki?
So is this what you meant by being together 24 hours a day with him? Looking at you, I never would have guessed. Are you on that side of the fence, Ryuzaki?
I told you I'm not doing this because I want to, okay?
But Light belongs to me.
Oh, you can still go on dates, but it'll have to be the three of us.
No way! Are you telling me we have to kiss in front of you and stuff?
I'm not telling you to do anything.
You really are a pervert, aren't you?
Light, please make Misa stop.
Lock her back up.
Listen, you said that's enough.
How could you even say that, Light? In case you forgot, I'm your girlfriend. Don't you trust your own soulmate?
What do you mean, soulmate?
You took advantage of me? Stupid.
About this love at first sight, it happened in Aoyama on May 22nd, didn't it?
It's like I told you. I just happened to go there. I don't know why. I don't remember how I felt, and I don't even know what I was wearing. Anyway, since when do I need a reason to hang out in Aoyama, huh?
And somehow, when you came back from Aoyama, you knew that you were in love with some guy and that his name was Light.
Yes.
Tell me, what if Light was Kira? How would it make you feel?
Huh? Oh, that'd be wonderful. I mean, I've always been grateful to Kira for punishing the man who murdered my parents.
It's Kira, though. You'd love him even more for that? I mean, wouldn't you be afraid? What if he tried to kill you?
You're talking about Light being Kira? He wouldn't be scary at all.
That's very generous.
Bro, his face, like, make it stop.
He's like, damn. He's like, how do I get a girl like this?
It's painfully obvious that I don't really want to believe it. When you do go out, if needed, you'll be able to contact us using this room's extension. For the most part, your life will return to normal. Your agency's been paid to keep
Damn,
quiet
let's
and
do
please
it.
don't
Kitty.
My manager?
I love
Oh,
this
you can't
kid,
be
bro.
serious.
Come on, what's wrong with me, Misa? Is it the tie? Because I can get
Bro, relax. Stan!
This dating, kissing, and Misa talk already. This is the Kira invasion. Stop messing around.
Oh, turned up.
Sorry about that, Aizawa.
Misa Amane, it's time for you to go to your room.
Why?
Out you go.
Bro, I'm putting my foot down.
Like I told you earlier, it's completely one-sided.
Then could you at least pretend to be serious for the sake of the investigation? There are two things I know about Amane for sure. One, that she's involved in this.
Ryuzaki. As much as I want to help you, and as important as the Kira case is to me, I can't manipulate a woman's feelings like that.
That sounded like the Light Yagami we know, bro.
It's as if he's
I'm
a
saying,
different
bro.
person now. Is it possible that this is an act? If this is genuine, it not only implies that Amane was being controlled by Kira, but Light Yagami too.
By the way, do you think we could come up with some kind of alternative to this system of moving from hotel to hotel every few days?
No.
Yes, in fact, I had that very same thought some time ago, and so I arranged for a facility to be built. Where is it? Here it is. 23 floors above ground, 2 below. Although it's impossible to see it from the outside, there are 2 helicopters.
Light making straight 0000.
Ideally, I want all of us to spend as much time here as possible. If the investigation team grows, we can accommodate up to 60 people.
This is truly impressive.
Where'd he get the bread?
I was gonna say,
Where did you find the finance?
in these
The government.
In these detective shows, usually
Oh, where'd you get the finances?
detectives aren't paid that much in finances. He's making
I was like,
bank.
yeah, building time.
Should be done in a few
Bob.
days. Oh, here it is. Penthouse apartment.
The mass killings are bad enough already.
If you're serious about that, you should try to get close to Misa and find out about the second...
I can't. That goes against my principles.
Right, you said that.
Ryuzaki, Chief Yagami, Light, let's get out of here and bring Kira to justice.
Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice you missed my name.
This poor kid.
Bro, you're the idol manager now, bro. I little bro to
Lore.
We're all here to further the growth of the Yotsuba group by reducing competition. So the question is, who is going to die?
Come on now, haven't you figured this out yet, Takahashi? Huh?
This is the most advantageous course of action for Kira.
Advantageous?
I'd hate to see you get killed because of it.
Despite the fact that we're all relatively young, all of us are now frontrunners to become Yotsuba's next CEO.
No matter how you look at it, one of the people in this room has to be Kira.
Who should we have Kira eliminate this week, gentlemen?
Human beings are truly
fascinating,
disgusting.
Oh, never mind.
creatures.
What is going on?
Great, so business conglomerate got the death note.
Yo.
Time to make that cheese.
One thing I want to mention.
That money on.
I don't know if y'all read fast enough. In one of the pop-ups in the commercial break.
What did it say?
If you have the Shinigami eyes and you relinquish possession of the notebook, you lose the Shinigami eyes.
Okay.
Good point.
So Lisa does not have
Lisa
eyes
don't be-
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely lost the power.
Correct.
100%. But
I don't got the power.
I don't got the power. Got drained. So I do. Yeah, that's my argument.
Hit the captions button to translate them.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so
mob ties?
So basically
Black Mafia?
Okay, so
Black Mafia Kira? So she gave somebody to somebody in that group based on what they said. But what did she say at the beginning?
Remember at the beginning when she was like behind bro?
Yeah.
Somebody?
She said as long as you keep killing criminals every single week, you can use the death note how you want. This will be beneficial to both of us. And then she said this will keep Misa safe. And if this goes to Light Yagami's plan. So they talked.
Yeah, so there is a plan.
There's a plan. And a new Kira, essentially.
And a new Kira.
Yeah.
Bro, what the?
Well, we're in the Avengers Tower.
Okay.
Oh. Where's mine? Where's mine?
Ugh. How we start off on this vibe?
Yo, a retina scanner, a fingerprint, and a passcode, that is insane security.
Facts. You have to be
I respect it, though.
checked in. Like,
Gotta
Oh
respect
my
it.
god.
Don't reject it.
Imagine going to work every day and having to do that.
Collect
Drop
it.
off all your possessions, get body scanned. Oh boy, take it all off.
It's the Band-Aid, bro.
Well, looks like this system is gonna take some getting used to.
She's like stripped.
What's wrong? Did you get hurt?
This? Kind of. I had a little fight with my wife, and it's just that my daughter's still young, and I'm hardly ever at home as it is, so...
She.
Yes, it's probably
Wait a minute.
best if you sleep at home.
Expanded that, brother?
Missing out.
Where are they?
Oh, they're on a date. Last we checked, all of them were up in Misa's room.
Don't smack my boy. He's already risking his
Still
life.
handcuffed.
Well, since we know Misa has some connection to the second Kira, I guess it does make sense.
Man, this has got to be the lamest date I've ever been on.
No, please, just pretend I'm not even here, okay? By the way, are you gonna eat that piece of cake?
Cake makes you fat. I'm not gonna eat any.
Even if I leave you two alone, I'm still gonna be watching on surveillance cameras, so it wouldn't make any difference.
Pervert! Okay, then.
Yo.
I'll just close the curtains and turn off the
How
light.
kind of comedian?
We
He's
have
me,
infrared
bro.
cameras in here as well.
Don't eat that.
What's wrong with you? I thought moving here was supposed to help us catch Kira. But since we've been here, you don't seem all that motivated to me.
We just got in here, man.
Not motivated. You're right. Actually, I'm depressed. Truthfully, all this time I thought that you were Kira, and my entire case hinged on that fact. I guess I just can't get past the fact that my deduction was wrong. And we also know that Kira can control people's actions. Which means it's highly likely that Kira was controlling your actions so that I would suspect you. If I assume both you and Misa were being controlled by him, then everything we've observed so far makes a lot more sense to me. The two of you are Kira. If what I'm thinking is correct, when your confinement began, you were Kira. I don't believe it's coincidence that as soon as you were imprisoned, all the killing was stopped. Based on that evidence, I can only conclude that Kira's power passes between people. Even if we catch someone under his control, they'll likely lose their powers and any memory of their crimes. So in the end, pursuing them becomes futile. It's probably better if I just stop trying so hard. By chasing Kira so desperately, we're just putting our lives at risk for nothing.
Ryuzaki.
Huh? Yeah, I know that really hurts.
That's enough. You don't feel like doing anything. Just because your genius deduction was wrong and I'm not Kira?
Bro.
It would be pointless for us to make a move, so we shouldn't even bother.
If we don't chase Kira, he'll never be caught. Is that what you want? If you were just gonna give up, then why did you involve all those innocent people?
I understand. But still, whatever the reason.
Yeah, facts! You kidding me? You punched me so hard you made me backflip. You're getting a kick to the chin.
It's not my deduction that was wrong. The fact is, I can say that Light Yagami is Kira, and Misa Amane is the second Kira, but it won't be enough to solve the case.
It's as if you won't be satisfied unless I am Kira.
I won't be satisfied unless you're Kira. Well, there may be some truth to that. In fact, now that you mention it, you're right.
Oh!
As I said before, an eye for an eye. I'm a lot stronger than I look, you know.
Oh! My uvula! Oh!
Huh? Yes?
Misa's #1 in 18 Magazine's reader popularity poll.
Matsuda's acting stupid again.
Well, that is his specialty.
I can hear you, yellow.
2 months of killing.
Ryuzaki, I know you're not feeling up to it, but come over here for a second. All of them were prominent Japanese businessmen, CEOs whose companies are leaders in their respective industries. In just over a month, they all died of heart attacks. As expected, there's been a general downturn in the market. Looking back, there have been 13 similar deaths in the past 3 months. Your thoughts? Based on this, I can only conclude that Kira is supporting Yotsuba. Punishing criminals is a diversion for him. It obscures the fact that he's actually killing people for the benefit of his company.
It's funny. This is starting to feel too easy. Look at all we've done and no one suspects a thing.
Our stock continues to increase, but we've kept it below the radar.
Indeed.
Why did all of them die of heart attacks? I thought we agreed one would be accidental.
You see, he wasn't even here when he died. I hear he and his mistress were in Italy at the time.
Makes sense. It's just like I was saying last week. If you want it to look believable, request accidental death or disease, and Kira will always find the quickest way to make it happen.
Besides, we've taken precautions.
Oh. Hey, Chief. Oh, you too, Mogi. I've got some great news. This is amazing. I'm not even sure how he figured it out, but Light has a theory that Kira is somehow involved with the Yotsuba group. Can you believe it?
We just spoke with the director, and it seems Kira has offered bribes to a number of politicians.
As long as the NPA agrees not to pursue him anymore, he won't lay a hand on any politicians.
Mogi and I have already made up our minds on this. Aizawa, Matsuda, if you wish to continue working this case, you'll have to hand in your letter of resignation to the MPA, just as Mogi and I are going to do. They made it quite clear. If you continue to work with Elle, you'll be fired. That's all there is to it.
So then, Chief, you're gonna...
However, we all have our own lives, so think it over carefully.
That's true, Chief. Especially if you've got a family to support.
I was alone when I started this case, and although I'm grateful to all of you for staying with me as long as you have, I know that I can do this by myself.
Damn, big ballin'.
Department and bring you Kira's head as a reward for all that you sacrificed.
As long as I'm alive, you won't be working alone.
Thanks, bud.
That's right.
Thanks, Kira.
That's right.
Until I catch Kira, so I won't be alone after all. That's because the police as an organization were still hoping to arrest Kira. They weren't bowing to him. Besides, with all due respect, there's a big difference between the help of 2 or 3 civilians and the police as an organization.
Well, I suppose what you're saying makes sense. If we're not police officers anymore, we won't be of much use to you. All of us have risked our lives to catch Kira. Doesn't that give us the right to decide whether we stay here or return to the police force?
But Chief, wait. If you quit your job with the police force, you'll be unemployed. Even if we do catch Kira, what are you gonna do after that?
I'll have to dust off my resume.
Count me in! I'm gonna quit the police and chase Kira too, Chief! And I still have my job as Misa's manager.
Before you open your mouth, Matsuda.
Is there any way I could still keep my job and help you in my spare time?
There isn't. If you remain a police officer, then please don't come back here.
But you know I won't leak any information.
I won't be sharing any of our information. I can't see how that's a good idea.
It's as Ryuzaki says. No one here is going to blame you for quitting.
Yeah, right.
But the Chief has a family too.
Just happy to be there.
Completely different.
I said I was prepared to die if that's what it took to catch him, and I meant it. What kind of friend would I be to Ukita if I quit now?
Ryuzaki, early on in the investigation, you specifically told me that if a task force member were to lose their job under any circumstances, I should make preparations to ensure that their family's financial future was secure. I'm a little curious as to why you're withholding this information.
This is not the time or place, Watari.
No way! So all this time we had nothing to worry about? There you go, Aizawa. Isn't that great news?
Ryuzaki, I assume that was some kind of test to determine how committed I was to this task force.
It's not like that, Aizawa.
No. I was testing you. I wanted to see which one you would choose.
Fine then. If I wasn't sure before, I am now.
But Aizawa...
Let's face it, I wasn't able to decide right away like you guys. Now I know this for sure. I've always hated Ryuzaki. I hate him and his way of doing things.
That's too bad, because I like you, Aizawa.
I also hate the way you've always got to have the last word. You insult me, now you say something like that?
Thank you for everything.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
Elle standing on business, bruh.
A general manager of a bank, Yotsuba's biggest competitor. On September 7th, he slipped and fell on the front steps of his house and died.
All the deaths which are beneficial to Yotsuba are concentrated around the weekends.
Huh? On the weekends?
With the first few victims, the time of death appears to have been random. More recently, they all take place between Friday night and Saturday afternoon.
This is a really
This
important
guy.
Well, you know, I can't let myself fall behind you and Ryuzaki.
Is Kira someone from Yotsuba? Or is Kira simply using Yotsuba? I haven't figured that out yet, but we'll proceed under the assumption that this is Kira's doing.
That's 300,000 people. How did he put this together so quickly? That's amazing, Mogi.
Ryuzaki, please tell me, is there anything I can do to help with the investigation, besides the manager thing?
Then could you get me another cup of coffee?
Damn.
And for our guests over there as well. Those two are the newest members of the task force.
The name's Iber.
Hey, she got the Russian hat on.
Man. How's it going?
I'm Weddy.
I'm a cameraman.
And I'm a thief by trade.
His unparalleled social skills allow him to befriend and gain the trust of any target. As for Weddy, she's a thief who specializes in cracking high-end security systems. As proof of that, she was able to enter the building without setting off a single alarm. Think of them as professionals of the underworld.
I understand. The underworld.
We're gonna need the help of people like this.
Huh? Daddy?
Huh?
Daddy!
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be at work right now? You need to tell me if you're planning to be home for dinner.
You can eat my dinner and I'll have dessert instead.
Sorry.
Huh? Is it time off at vacation, Daddy?
Yeah, that's right. Now I can go with you to the park. Maybe we can go to the zoo together. Or the amusement park.
Mommy, why is Daddy crying?
Oh, Ryuzaki.
Yeah.
How'd you have to do that to him?
Oh, this show hurts me.
Yeah, I low-key, yeah, I feel it. At first I was like, yeah, it's another test. It's just L's way of ensuring, especially since you got, there was the threat of everybody walking out of the situation.
Yeah.
But, yeah, after a while, him being like a kind of a stand-up guy, I can really understand like the idea of like, yo, bro, really? You had to keep tabs on me this much, like, you know, with the stakes up. It kind of sucked to have to hear that in the moment of like a actual, you know, because he's being straight up, like.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing for Aizawa to, you know, risk his life. It's another thing for him to risk his family's financial,
his
livelihood.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a little messed up because I mean, we saw how committed Aizawa was. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he even questioned. He was like, "Yo, like I can't like do it part time. Like, come on, bro."
Yeah, he was like, "What kind of person would I be if, you know, for all the people who already died, to walk away here just because of some money?"
No, literally, and now he has to live with that regret, and unfortunately, it might bite back into the way that he lives with his family, because now, you know, while he should be enjoying his family time, he's gonna be regretting it. You know, I think L's moved. You know, he's done everything right so far, but even and that's a lesson for life. Even if you do everything right in life, you can still be wrong. Even if you're right, you can be wrong.
You can still get spanked, bro. You can still get spanked.
It's crazy. And yeah, I guess Light is feeling defeated. Sorry, LSD is
he's feeling it. But
they have a plan.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see this spy type stuff that's going on.
Facts. Me too. I have faith that he's gonna get back on the horse and something. Well, actually, you know, I really don't know. I just don't know going forward, like where we move on to this right now, because like you know,
it just flipped.
Yeah,
completely.
But they do have some headway with them, at least I guess, knowing that Kira is bribing people, and like they already found out that he is supporting Yotsuba, you know, the company.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's
suspecting so
interesting.
Yeah, well, let's see what's going on, man. Appreciate y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed the dialogue. This is a good one. It's a good discussion.
Facts.
Show making us talk.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. So excited to see the next one. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. And as always, we'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace.